Oh, hail Shadow!
No.
I thought that was the actual game.
So I mentioned before I have no idea what's in this game, so I definitely don't know what's in this now. Because I barely remember Shadow being in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
guess
remember he's kind of a third wheel plot-wise.
right. The gonna say, like, I guess the characters are relatively similar. It's like it's not like one in a mech.
Yeah.
Understood. Initiating the mission now.
I could not see any device on his arm there, but I'll assume it's there.
What is he up to this time?
Well, at least we get this cool music again.
It's weird how, like, I watched, footage from a game dedicated to this character, and I'm still like, alright, so who was he aligned with? What is... Huh?
I forget. I think it becomes clear pretty good, but now he works for the president.
Black Doom.
Like,
Rouge.
Rouge, yeah. Like, I think that's new to this game. Like, when he finished the previous game, he just, like, put his past behind him, but it didn't really say where he's going next, you know?
Well, this is shoes make a little more sense than snow.
There should be a switch.
What was that rail?
This looks like a really shitty SSX level.
Oh, there's platforming for you.
So yeah, what I was gonna say was, anytime we like see this game, on random YouTube videos or something when it's referenced, it's usually like Sonic's perspective. So this is more of an unknown thing to me.
Whatever.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's one of the things he has is when he hits someone with a helmet attack, he can match A for more damage.
Oh,
to
that's...
do, like, kicks and flips in front of him.
Oh,
And that's why
like,
he's kind of
freezes.
laggy when he hits a fucking...
Oh, she's here.
Yep.
Just not even established at all. Oh my god. Okay.
Animation hasn't changed any since the Dreamcast. That's pretty good.
I like how, at least
What was that?
like when she stopped being a clone of Knuckles, she should have been able to like fly normally, but we're back to just
Fly normally, maybe lose the wall climbing because that's very Knuckles specific in my opinion.
yeah, but no, we went back to this because it's easier just to repeat what we did before.
It's easy to use. We've got Knuckles in this game, so
Yeah, but have we played as him? I don't. Oh, we did. I
yeah, we did.
don't remember if we
Oh,
actually
it's a
climbed
request from the
anything.
president. And yeah, Shadow's big gimmick is that he gets vehicles to ride.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, the whole why does the Flash need a car thing.
Well, I mean, at least it has missile launchers.
Oh, so it still has guns. So of course it does.
Like,
It's so weird the way it just snaps to the thing, although
Yeah.
I'd rather have it do that than rely on this game's physics engine.
I don't know.
I like the way, there's something really funny about the way when he backs up, like, Shadow has to like look over his shoulder, it's
Yeah.
very realistic.
He's like, huh? Let's see.
I like how he just drove right through those enemies. No collision.
Yeah, there's a lot to take in here.
The way he shakes his head when he's turning.
I mean, don't you do that when you drive? I do.
Oh,
To make sure
absolutely.
it turns better.
Okay, so we have a lot going on with the HUD in the bottom right now, so that's...
I'm pretty sure that's just our vehicle life and then our missile launcher, and then
And-
the rest of it is the stuff we always have.
Why did it just explode?
Because we took a bunch of damage from, like, rough landings and bullets and stuff like that.
Oh, okay, so that jump was just a little too much for it, and it popped like
Yeah.
a balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Play GTA.
So we have to go get another one because...
Well, it's cold. He's got the heating on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so yeah, we're driving through a very Sonic-y part. We can't
Didn't
pick
quite
that
yet.
metal up because we're in a car. Good, great, wonderful.
Also, like, this is really slow. A cool vehicle. Oh, it's slow as all hell.
Guess that was all right.
Yep, it's a game.
That happened.
Wow.
Dum-de-dum-de-dum.
She's just bobbing her head back and
Okay.
forth.
My assignment was to rescue you, nothing more.
Fine.
Huh?
Rescue her.
Oh, what did he do?
Business.
Yeah, she was apparently gave an SOS from here. She was
Oh, that-
the agent.
Then when
What?
we controlled
Oh,
her, we had freed her?
Means they don't want us to leave.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
confusing.
Let's get this over with.
oh, it's the thing that's glowing. For the longest time, I thought it was like her chest glowing, like the heart had like an
Oh.
LED in it or something. But then I realized it's no, it's the
No.
gun she's holding.
Oh, so we're doing this again.
Of course.
We're in the world of reusing assets.
Guard dog. Still, I need to get through here.
I'm pretty sure we fight nearly every major boss as everyone.
Oh, God.
But it's in a different setting.
No, it's not really.
It-
It's got
I like
guard
how-
towers.
you know, it's subtle, but it's like color scheme and its texturing clearly make it for like the desert level. If you know what I mean. It looks really odd here.
Making
Oh yeah.
God, they really love bigging up this theme, Eggman's theme. I never realized how much it reoccurs.
Wait, what theme is this?
It's like Eggman's theme.
We hear it during a lot of his boss fights against his shit.
Oh, okay, like just this theme from this game, I guess?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, from like since Sonic Adventure 1.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Yeah, it's been reoccurring. Maybe I'm wrong saying it's from Sonic Adventure 1, but I've heard it a few times already. Don't blame me if you're not noticing though, it's not terribly memorable.
just jump right back on that. Jeez. I want to emphasize that I remember this. I'm hearing this is like horrible. This fight,
Mhm.
and now we have to do it again.
Of course we do.
Yeah, watching this, this is clearly being played by someone who really knows what they're doing. It's a lot more frustrating if you're playing it for the first time, I understand.
Well, I mean, yeah, they use the power of shrinking to fly infinitely. They seem to know a lot.
I thought you said shrieking?
Well,
Isn't that like that one X-Man character? There's a dude who like screams to fly. Banshee, I think?
oh yeah,
That's a stupid character.
yeah.
It's like, this character's too dumb for the movies, and then they put him on one anyway, and it was really stupid.
Perfect.
Who would have guessed?
Well, what?
What? Sure.
This is where you go after you escape the moon and Paper Mauer towers on your door, right?
City of water. It has a constitutional
What?
monarchy, you know. The primary industries are tourism and crafting precision machinery.
Thanks.
God, her performance is boring.
The current sovereign is Princess Elise III.
Too bad Shadows
Why
or
is Eggman's base
Republican.
led to an odd place like this.
How should I know? I just followed my orders and retrieved the item. Anyway, I have a little favor to ask of you.
Oh,
You escort me to the GUN rendezvous point?
Where's the rendezvous point?
Have we been saying that wrong this whole
Ancient
time?
Castle of Soliana in Kingdom Valley.
Well,
What is Burn
here's the
Sand for?
excuse to go there. I don't know. I don't know who you are. Maybe you're the president. I don't know. But thanks for setting up the giant teleporter ring.
So this is like a foreign country from the one that they're normally doing, because the other one's got a president and this one has a monarchy.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we did get the name Soliana and such, so.
Yeah, I guess.
I love that they, you know, the adventure games, they had the power-ups kind of lying around. In Adventure 2, they kind of upped it by, you know, you kind of find them in the level and then use them when they're relevant. Now you just buy them because we couldn't be bothered to design levels where that would work.
Yeah.
I don't know which one's worse, to be honest with you.
This is worse. This is absolutely worse.
I don't know, because I don't like wanting to find the damn things, you know? Especially if I don't even know they exist. At least there, I'm like, okay, this ability exists.
They never did that. They actually, like, if they were actually important, they put them right in front of you, basically. Aside from, like, that one Knuckles one, which was just kind of silly. Like, they actually put it in a place where, like, you'd have a line of rings, and then you'd find the air dash boots, and it's like, okay, now I can do the light speed dash.
Okay. Oh,
So-
right, okay. I wasn't sure if it was essential ones or not.
Yeah. They did those correctly. Like, here it's just... I don't even know if you need it, but it... I guess...
They look very useful.
I mean, yeah. I mean, there are other, optional upgrades, which sure.
What the fuck are we doing?
I don't know. We're digging around to find the portal.
What the... Was that a camel change? What happened there?
Why was there a giant, like, hub full of nothing?
And again, has to load.
Oh, God, yeah. I'm not even phased by looking at this. Like, this just happened.
Yeah,
and I just went,
we didn't even acknowledge it.
I was just like, alright, sure.
Dude, nothing surprises us anymore.
It's the hang glider from the Game Gear games, but on crack. But that's a transition point, I guess. Just flying into a wall.
I don't even.
That stop after every hit is just...
You need to find 3 keys to move on.
I can't pinpoint it,
Oh,
but
no.
I hate the way Rouge looks in this game. There's just something about it that bothers me. I think mostly, I don't know, it's the lipstick. It's weird.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of weird looking. The
Yeah,
rest of
that's
it is mostly
Yeah.
the same.
I suppose, yeah, it is. What the fuck?
Oh, she can plant her fucking heart bomb on the wall and it blows it up. I hope that she didn't just pull off her bra and explode it.
It's, you know, Sonic Battle, everyone had, like, a mine or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
That's hers now, I guess.
Her model's like really shiny. Yeah, that's kind of weird. I've heard all the
Yep.
characters look like unusually shiny. It's like,
Well, they're just so flat shaded and then high detail, high light, next gen lighting effects.
yeah, that doesn't look like that looks a bit iffy. I'm not sure if that's legit or not.
What
Like,
that jump?
I don't know, just the way he jumped on that rock first. Like, you probably could glide over there. I don't know.
Well, I mean, you get to any wall and suddenly you just climb up. This isn't like.
True. This truck's kind of good.
I like those
Kinda
enemies
dig
that spawned out of a wall and landed on, like, some little, like, rock in the water where they were completely useless.
Pretty fragile.
Ow.
Nice one.
Fell on my ass. First
Oh,
person,
it's the first person.
first person bomb throwing.
That's new, Jesus.
Oh my god, that looks so awful.
Oh my god, that looks so awful. Sonic 2006.
What? Again, this is Sonic Adventure 3. I'm sorry, I don't care what anyone says.
Do not insult the name of Adventure by comparing it to this game.
Let's let the memories
Sonic
of
Adventure 3, oops, we took half the team and left.
Yeah.
I mean, let's not forget, like Sonic Adventure 1 was no masterpiece.
Oh god, yeah.
Let's not lose perspective here.
They had one kind of okay game in there with 2 pointless gameplay styles.
Okay, let's get going.
I still don't think highly of Adventure 2. Like, just for context, like, I think it's the least bad of a bad trilogy.
I think it is very mediocre.
Whoa!
That's what I'm saying, it's the least bad. Why is the afterburn, like, falling off? Okay, that just looks weird.
I was gonna say that it seems weird they went to the effort of programming all these vehicles, but I'm guessing it probably didn't take a lot of effort given that they all controlled like
No.
shit.
I mean, I'm no programmer, but I can't imagine it being like, unless you're doing something crazy, it's gonna be that.
Well, it takes a lot of time if you make it like fun to use, you know?
Yeah, it's not like they spent ages polishing this, you know?
These don't look polished at all. They just look like they did the
No.
bare minimum, and they're like, alright, it's done. And, you know, this game being as infamous as it is, I imagine there's a lot of, like, game-breaking bugs involved with
Oh,
actually
God.
using it that we're not seeing because the person playing this, A, either really knows what they're doing, or B, had to edit out a lot of shit. Should pay more attention to the lives counter. Might be able to tell if they've edited out some deaths or not. I could have sworn we had 7 coming into this, but I could be wrong.
There's no strength in numbers.
What a very realistic class break, like,
Whoa!
For additional damage.
Who is saying that?
yeah, who's that voice?
I think it's like the king of Soliana, like her the princess's mom.
Oh, so it's just the
Dad?
the Takal of this game.
Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that
Manga.
despite how, I guess, interesting of an idea it is to, like, kick an enemy while you're flying through the air, they could have just made it take 1 damage and then die to make,
Yeah.
you know, to keep the game flowing.
I love that Travis just goes, yeah, I'm just gonna go around this. Yeah, no, it just slows the pace down.
It's such annoying.
Like, in Heroes, whenever they gave enemies health, it made sense because you had a style dedicated to beating them up, and you could actually get stronger. Whereas now it's just you're playing as Shadow, and things go very slowly, and sometimes enemies take more hits because fuck you.
I'm kind of weirded out that, like, this is clearly a Sonic level, but the architecture is relatively realistic. Like,
Yeah.
apart from, like, the pool of water at the very bottom, you could imagine someone, like, actually living in this thing. But then they just, like, throw random springs on it.
Yeah.
It's weird. Because that's
Yeah.
kind of the art style in a nutshell as well.
Yeah. I mean, it's not too bad when that happens in and of itself. Because, like, I've seen that work. You just kind of roll with it, but, like, it does highlight the already weird shit going on with the rest of the game, you know?
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything wrong with a realistic-looking Sonic level necessarily.
No. I mean, I
God.
kind of dig the way this level looks, to be honest with you, but
Yeah.
it's just kind of weird to think it's a Sonic game.
We're getting close to
Yeah. For some reason, like, I think the environmental design is the strongest point of this game.
Yeah, I like the way this area looks. It just seems weird for Sonic.
I suppose. I mean, if I'm going to be brutally honest, like the actual levels don't look bad, even though the art style doesn't gel with Sonic characters.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like the art director probably got, you know, the direction of the whole game from on high, and he did the best he could with it. And he did pretty well.
The graphics are pretty good, although within the frame rate dips, so oops. I still think this looks like a JRPG. Like, if you just ignore the Sonic characters.
It depends on
The
when, but
former
yeah.
king of Soliana used to reside in this castle, but a major accident occurred 10 years ago, and no one's lived there since.
Accident.
She sounds like a
Never really
lady.
realized how
Energy and
bad
faith,
Rouge's
which
voice
caused
is,
the
since
I think the name of the plan was...
She sounds like someone from Ambition.
I don't know how you can get worse than Sonic Adventure 2 Rouge, but you did.
Project named after their eternal sun god.
Yeah, these 4 kids actors are really just like phoning it in.
And of course, Shadow. Now, if you'd be so kind as to hand back the
I still find it weird those previous games were canon despite this radical like redesign, especially on him.
Whoa!
I think maybe Rouge seems weird because we've got these human characters, realistic-looking human characters, and she's like the one Sonic character who's like kind of dressed like a human.
Yeah.
That voice doesn't match the realistic Eggman.
That wasn't shot well, that falling to the ground thing.
I mean, it was in this game, so of course it wasn't.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I just wanted to particularly point that out. That was a notable instance of... Oh yeah, I guess this is where he kind of fits into the story somewhat. It's not just completely...
Mistake him for... It's Shadow.
We're clever. Look how clever we are.
What? His shadow.
What? Sonic, when'd you get here?
Oh, how ironic fate can be. I would never have believed I would be resurrected through your shade. I thank you, Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh, they
How
act-
fitting of a name.
Who are you? And how do you know?
Oh shit. He'd be way more legitimately called Shadow the Hedgehog. He's gonna steal my name.
Mephiles the Dark.
I do appreciate that there is actually a reason that he looks like just, you know, another character.
Yeah.
I can't tell. I'm sure that his lack of a mouth is just them being lazy. Well, just got a design choice for this character.
What you gave to me, I now return to you.
I get the feeling he was supposed to be, like, I guess, creepy, but it just looks
Yeah.
stupid. Ah.
It looks so much like a
Yeah,
fun
I mean, he's
character.
clearly moving unnaturally, like, and not in a shitty animation way.
No, effects necessary for that.
Yeah, just...
What is this place?
It seems we've been
Wow,
teleported to
what a
another
mansion.
location.
Well, let's find out
Yeah.
where we are.
Mephiles.
Weird. Do they like mocap these Sonic characters? It's just something like they move too naturally.
I have a feeling they probably did use some mocapping.
Oh man, I'd like to sit in on that.
I'm in.
To be fair, like,
Pinpoint our location.
you could actually kind of use mocapping for weird things.
It's just with their proportions. It's just so weird.
No,
Yeah.
That's not possible. We're still in the doctor's base. But how can that be? Wait, there's no doubt now.
So it's not where we are.
Sounds like every line of hers is recorded individually, then they stitch them together. Because it's like, occasionally it just kind of cuts abruptly. Our pupils are immune to
Gone through time,
lighting effects.
doesn't it?
Yes, approximately 200 years. Maybe more, depending on when this database was last updated. Well, at least we know we've arrived in the future. That means
Let's just
this
take that in
Mephiles
stride.
character has the power to control time.
His power
Don't expect her
is
to
so
emote.
similar to my own chaos control. But
Yep. Oh, it's definitely an adventure game because we're already reusing cutscenes.
Yeah.
Boy, do I feel dizzy.
You say that like Heroes didn't do it.
No, but I think tying into this.
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
They weren't long cutscenes.
Yeah,
There
that's
weren't
true.
many either.
Hi.
It was only the ones that happened to cross over.
It's been a long time, about 200 years.
And they were just like, we're fighting.
future, far removed from our own timeline.
The future? Then
Yep.
that means Eggman's machine can control time.
Yes, way to keep
It's
up,
got some
Tails.
nerve dropping us here.
Now, how can we get
Frick.
back to our own time?
You need a space-time rift, but this requires a lot of
You know, it's funny, there's a time travel element to the plot, but it's just for this one stage, pretty much.
I see.
Well,
Maybe using your chaos
no, that's
control
what
will-
Silver is pretty much all
Yes,
about.
But that alone is insufficient.
But it's not like the entire game is set in the future.
We need to work
Like, they'll go to
together.
the future, and then come back. I
I
know,
think
like-
there's more time travel than. Oh god, we're in a
Where did
car.
the car come from? It's a good job this model of car has remained in production for 200 years.
Yeah. I like how you jump onto that rail that you clearly can't grind on because you're in a car.
Oh, God, frame rate city.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's something that probably happened a lot more.
That's why they put a replacement one there. They knew, but they didn't want to fix it.
They didn't have time to fix it, or resources, or anything.
Well, realizing that this game is extremely physics dependent, like it's goddamn
Yeah.
Half-Life 2 or something, that really explains why it's as buggy as it is. Because, you know, we saw how buggy Sonic Heroes was, and then you couple that with like a Havoc's physics engine. Like, they can't do that. They can't handle that. They're not competent enough for that.
Havoc Physics Engine was probably the biggest mistake they ever made.
Yeah. I mean, it looks next gen as hell, I'll give it that, but not if you don't know what you're doing. Yeah, look at this shit.
Whee! It's fun!
Look at that thing's getting really damaged.
It's also the fact that they leaned into it. They're like, all right, like, yeah, let's make vehicles and like, why?
Every bit of debris from a broken box has physics on it.
Is this just the same stage, but we had a vehicle at the beginning?
Yeah! Welcome back to Sonic Adventure 1. There's a lot of reversions to Sonic Adventure 1.
It actually reminds me more of Heroes, where they have like the same stage, but they do like something slightly different with it.
Yeah.
Like, not enough to make it actually worth replaying, but enough so they could say, hey, we have a new stage.
Every one of their 3D games has done that to a certain extent.
Pretty much. That's the thing,
Well,
like, 3D Sonic is really just... There's a lot of similarities between all their games, at least up to this point.
Yeah. 2 didn't actually ever reuse levels, I don't think.
Nah, they had, like,
They
reused
reused
boss
teams,
fights,
but
yeah.
yeah. Even the boss, like, what did they reuse? Well, I mean, the character versus.
Yeah, the character versus character stuff. The gun mech thing that you fought like 3 times, even though one like didn't have legs, which.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, like the actual like assets, because there's that like desert level, but I suppose the actual layout was different for.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Adventure 2 was honestly the best about it. That's why, like,
Yeah.
it's like I think Heroes did a lot of things right, but I think Adventure 2 is still like the better game. Only because like the actual Sonic and Shadow stages are fun, like to an extent.
It's, but then like those mech stages really drag it down. Like
No,
after,
no,
like,
absolutely,
oh, no.
yeah. Like it's definitely with caveats, but like.
Look, I'm gonna be
almost
honest with you here, because we're eventually gonna beat all these like a little tier list thing. I think your nostalgia for Adventure 2 and my nostalgia for Heroes kind of balance each other. I would say they're probably as good as each other.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I think the Sonic and Shadow levels in Adventure 2 are better than Heroes overall, but Adventure 2 is also dragged down by 2 unwanted gameplay styles, so I think in the end, pick your poison.
Yeah, I think it's they have strengths and weaknesses, and exactly how much that
No.
depends on your specific.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I feel like Heroes did a lot better things like ideas with level design and the aesthetics were more on brand, but the actual gameplay just was a little just eh.
Whee! And now
where's that
no transitions. We have no time for transitions. No time to explain.
Well, we have time for a loading screen, but we're not going to see that.
Yeah. Well, there's always time for loading.
What is even going on here?
Oh, remember we went through this as Sonic and it was fucking weird on foot. Now it's this.
Oh god! Oh, what?
We're taking
Oh,
damage.
Okay. It's kind of generous.
They're just throwing lives at us. Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
What the hell?
I was playing
They knew.
Sonic Mania earlier today with my new Switch controller, and yeah, I got like 3 lives in a row.
No, but that game's hard.
How to get lives? Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah, the live system, like, you don't have enough lives, and there's even a timer.
Oh, yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Oh,
Whoa.
I'm gonna get 10 minutes to beat the stage down.
Yeah, no, I hate it. Absurd.
Takes at least 20 minutes to beat Green Hill Zone.
Here's another one. Fuck it.
That's weird because it's this stage specifically that is just vomiting lives on you.
Yeah, right? It doesn't really look like he's going out of his way to get them either. It's like not
Or
exceptional.
maybe it was just that hang glider area.
Maybe if you don't know what you're doing, it's really difficult, so they just dump loads of lives there.
I love how he just ignored the fuck out of that car. Just
Don't
like,
you want to ride
"Yep,
the car? No.
That's why
That's
you
a
play
waste of
Sonic games.
time. I've been here before. Let's move on.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is the
Oh my god.
okay? Wasn't the the signpost for the checkpoint like different in Heroes? It was just like a little like symbol or whatever.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. on
It's
the
weird that they
ground, yeah.
reverted back to this. I guess because, I mean, literally Adventure 3, but...
I think the 2 as well as a little boring. I prefer this.
Yeah.
Because they kind of still alludes to the original checkpoints from the 2D games.
Right, yeah. I think the idea to, like, have the other playable styles, like, very limited, and you mostly spend time playing the hedgehogs, is a good decision, if not only because, like, I prefer if they just weren't there at all, but, you know, if we're going to play as...
They got that right, like, we've got the 3, like, this is, like, the best gameplay style, even if it's not done well. At least, I mean, can you imagine how, like, insufferable, like, just a dedicated mech campaign would be, with all these, like, bugs and physics?
Oh, no.
Like, honestly, I'd rather...
Well,
I
yeah.
might be playing this, but, like, I might rather do this than the mech levels, I guess, but...
We'll see. I don't remember
I
how
don't know.
Hedgehoggy Silver is the thing.
Yeah, I remember him being different, but we will see.
I'll give it this, it doesn't look boring?
Well,
Well, I mean, compared
Doesn't
to
look like
other
Shadow
Shadow
the
Opponents,
Hedgehog.
yeah. But then you get to a hope
low
world and you're just like,
standards.
oh.
I know, but
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this before, like, what's worse, a game that's, like, quote, worse, like, more badly made, or one that's, like, just more competent but boring, you know?
Precious Chaos Emerald, you are also beautiful.
I mean, at the end of the day, they both suck, but...
what the fuck are you on?
I feel like that wouldn't have been a... Oh my god, really?
Omega? What's he doing?
Long time no see.
Yeah, what is he doing here?
Why?
I'm
Still
still...
not good.
I don't think I ever really mentioned this, but, like, I'm 100% sure that the reason Omega exists is because, like, just like Shadow, like, people liked, Gamma, but, again, he was... I
Did
guess,
they?
Yeah, I think so. Just because the story
Really?
of it was, like, interesting for him. That was, like, the one interesting story from the first game, I'd say.
Or is you talking to your glove? There's nothing on there.
So, like, they just made a new Gamma, and...
It's not like we can do anything for him now.
I think...
They kind of
think...
a bit of a different personality, and at the end of the day, they had to pull a power character out of their ass.
Yeah, I mean, but...
I think it's that. I think it's just we've got this thing going on. We just need a power character, and he was like kind of...
You know, we can
He
make
said-
a take on this
Yeah.
Already found one.
instead of just
Well, now,
pulling something
may not
completely
know,
out of our ass.
but I'm a
I guess they're all
real
characters aligned with Eggman at one point.
But you
That
have
was kind of...
you have to admit though, like them being like, "Oh, Gamma's popular. Let's bring back the robot," and then completely change his personality is on brand for Sonic Team. Like they just
keep saying
completely missed the
Gamma's-
point.
I received a signal
You keep saying Gamma's popular. Is he?
I mean, I don't know
I
if
don't
popular
know.
is the word, but I think people remember him. It's
No. Yeah, it's a known character, so...
You've got to be kidding.
popular.
It would have been weird if they literally made a character that's like 100% new. I mean, I guess, you know, Amiga is, but not really. It's like, you know, like a new Jack robot. I mean, come on. I
Oh,
kind of
God,
dig
you
the
look-
aesthetic.
This looks like if you breathe on it wrong, you will fall off and die.
Yeah, I kind of dig the aesthetic of Crisis City to a certain extent. This is just generic lava level.
I can't fall off here.
I can't die.
Not now.
He doesn't want
The
to
rings
die.
have physics.
Physics.
Please.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that, 'cause I was just about to.
It looks like I can use that monster.
Who put all these floating rings in the world?
What was that monster, by the way?
That one, you know.
Oh, that
That
one.
one.
That one.
Gotta watch out for the fire barriers.
You mean the lava?
Yeah, that. I feel like this has the Sonic Heroes problem of narrate
Oh,
everything.
I thought you were gonna say don't fall off the goddamn level, because
I I feel like I didn't really emphasize that in that video, by the way. Like, the one thing about the Heroes level design that I absolutely can't stand is what they do in some Sonic games, where it's just like, oh yeah, the threat of dying is pits. Just pits everywhere.
Yeah.
Just death pits constantly. It's like, I think even the first level in that game is full of death pits.
Yeah, kinda, yeah.
It has enough
I
of
mean-
it to where it's like, why is this in the first level?
Yeah.
It's like they can't make a coherent kind of world that's flat but restricts you from just running off, so they have to have like surround it with a bottomless pit.
I think it's just that they don't know how to balance the ring system out. Like they realize that they're basing their whole gameplay on a thing where it's pretty easy to survive infinitely on enemies, even if you get hit a bunch of times, because you can grab one ring and you're good.
Especially
Yeah,
since
but
they're
the
flying
threat of-
all over the place in 3D, because if they did, it would be impossible to keep any of them.
I don't know how much of that is like actually like intentionally done for challenge though. I think it's like because it's just that the controls suck. Like it's really challenging because the controls are awful. It's not really them like going, oh, we're gonna make this hard by making the things narrow. They just presume you'll be able to run along it fine, but you can't. The controls are awful. And I think they're actually just designing a level. They'll like put all the platforms in, you know, there's the level made, and then we just fill the gaps with just bottomless pit. You know, there's no ground. Every level, to a certain extent, is just floating in the air, including the egg fleet, which is literally floating in the air.
But I mean, you know, if you're like your last level, then sure, have a level where you're floating over air and there's a lot of
sure.
death there.
Just, I mean,
The last fucking level.
Adventure 2 does that. That's fine. It's the fact that like, because like they did that in Sonic Rush. I remember where it's like a lot. There was just a lot of just if you go down the wrong path or you don't make a right jump, it's just instant death.
I have a question. Right, so on Sonic Heroes, is there a single level that isn't just surrounded by death pits?
I don't think so. I remember
No.
the entire game was in
I
death.
think literally the first level, by which I mean like the first act of the first level, at least kind of restricts you by being on like a cliff face on the left. You can't really go anywhere on the left, but the whole right is a beach, and yeah, that's just water you'll drown in.
Yeah.
It's like they didn't want to program an inside camera.
Yeah, or they couldn't really think of a way to naturally have a wall you can't get past, especially with all like the flying and speed abilities you have.
Yeah, because like
I think it's just
only
lazy
levels
design.
that aren't like pits everywhere are inside levels, indoors,
Mm.
or maybe sometimes canyons if you do it right.
I guess Hang Castle, what's it called, Manic Mansion or Mystic Mansion or whatever. That was. It
It
still
had
had death
indoor
pits in, but it wasn't as bad.
Yeah, and then it had some outdoor segments, but then again, it also highlighted the fact that it highlighted the upside down thing.
Hmm.
You know, to have you can fall into the sky and die is like, hey, that's kind of neat.
It's just every
Doesn't
time it
make
was
any
that problem.
sense that game is actually in a realm where it's okay that it doesn't make any sense.
It's also that
Yeah,
matter
that.
whenever there's like a not literally scripted, but you know when the camera angle changes, like you're not expected to press a button here, otherwise you're just gonna miss the next rail or something.
Oh my
So as soon as the
god!
camera angle changes,
Vulnerability meant we could just walk through them, and
Right.
neither us nor them reacted.
Were you invulnerable there?
Yeah, he picked up an invulnerability. The
There was-
invulnerability music was playing.
Yeah, but there
there's
was
no effect on it.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thanks, game. So this part is different because you don't randomly tag out to your glider character.
I know if I was playing this on like a TV, I'd be reaching for the brightness setting. Don't need that checkpoint, by the way.
That indeed took up a lot of time. Rouge!
Just leave
Nope, there they are.
to me.
All right, this was the area where we used
Yep.
Knuckles, and here we are again. I love it. Well,
This
now we
level
have to
looks
use the weird ass
100% the same.
ball. Yeah.
Can we take the music? Now I can actually hear it.
Yeesh. Sometimes you just have to remind yourself, you know. You saved me!
She turned the lights on, I guess.
We kind
Why don't
of
you-
glossed over it, because, like, Shadow has a thing where he fills his bar and then he does some sort of glow red thing, and I don't even know what it's for other than blowing up that one wall that was blocking our way to stage 2.
Oh yeah, that... yeah.
But he does use his bar. That's better than Sonic.
Ack!
Heck.
I'm sure I said this before, but I still find it weird that in a game called Sonic the Hedgehog he's only 1/3 of the game.
Even less if you consider you play as other characters in his campaign, too.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Yes, Emerald.
Don't touch it!
Don't touch it! It'll be a really bad boss fight!
What?
Oh god, we're gonna sit through this again.
Yeah!
I like Tails' fighting stance. Yeah, go get him.
Welcome
Oh.
back. I'm just reminded of those Sonic 1 thumbnails for the first 2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
God.
I remember what I was gonna say. I like in various points in these levels there are like boxes that are locked off by robots, which is a thing from Heroes. But again, it made sense in Heroes because you had a style dedicated to beating up robots.
Yeah.
Now it's just lazy game design.
Yeah.
I can't
If you are levels too quickly, so we have to force you to actually fight.
I'm in.
Yeah, it's the only way we could think of to make you actually engage with our enemies rather than just make them go. You just run past them.
Oh my god.
Watch out, Shadow. If something that big runs into you, the Sonic footholds won't hold.
That's a really elaborate way of saying that.
I got a college degree.
It's like way wordier for like you'll smash the ground.
I feel like the people that line was written for are too young to understand what that meant.
Yeah.
Like, if you need that much explanation to understand that if that thing charges at you, it'll break the platform you're standing on, then I don't know how the hell you're even gonna beat this game.
I'm 31 and I thought that was a bit wordy. Break the soft footholds? Like, okay.
God, this is maybe the worst boss fight in the game.
I just realised that that cliff face in the far back was just like a flat skybox.
Oh yeah.
It looks less like he's indoors and rather it's just like... I don't know, it's just like this is the biggest cave in the world. Actually, that kind of goes back to what I was saying before. It's like, even this level, there's not just a wall there, it's a skybox. This is just a floating arena. Did they do that to save polygons? It's weird.
Oh. I mean, inside a volcano, this is kind of what you get anyway.
Yeah, sure. I'm overthinking it. It's just.
Ow.
Yeah. Oh, wow, you couldn't dodge that thing you couldn't possibly see. Does this look? We're on the 360 now, right? Does this have like normal right analog stick camera controls?
I could not tell you.
Because we're getting to the era where that is, we finally figured out camera control in third-person games, but not quite.
I thought the
They're
last
so-
console generation was kind of already on it, like PS2, GameCube. All had right sticks and everything.
Really? Not 100%. Still, some developers were slower than others. Well, I mean, Sonic Heroes is...
Some
can sort of
developers
control
are
it,
the
but-
slowest of all.
So yeah, Sonic Team. I half expect this to be one of those like games where you control the camera left and right with the shoulder buttons.
Because I mean, the GameCube games, like that era, those Sonic games all had like fairly normal camera control with the right stick, as far as I remember.
Hmm.
So,
Yeah, because they did add camera controls from the original release to like the free camera mode was a new thing for the DX and the battle.
yeah.
Because the Dreamcast didn't have a right analog stick.
Yeah.
So you know, they should know better. It's just, I'm sure that this game has terrible camera controls anyway. I wanted to mention that I looked at the Dreamcast version of Adventure 2, while we have absolutely nothing to talk about.
Oh yeah.
It looks almost exactly the same, which is weird. Like, because...
What?
Oh, we can do that. That's
Oh.
right.
What? Okay.
You're saying it looks the same?
Yeah, it actually, in some ways it looked better, which is weird. There were like a couple of effects that I think were missing in the GameCube version.
I think those were just probably effects that relied on a specific Dreamcasty bit of code.
Yeah,
They didn't
probably.
bother to,
It's nothing like too major, but
Yeah.
'cause I remember like in the Rouge, one of those Rouge levels where they're like the security bots are looking for you, there's like this kind of scanning effect that wasn't in the GameCube one or the PC one.
Oh, thank God.
Bye.
Also, thank God Silver's not here to fight this boss too.
Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, thank God.
Need to stay focused.
Will I eat those words? Tune in next episode to find out.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, you can still fight him in a different context, to be fair.
I remember that, yeah, there was a boss in Adventure 1 where, like, you beat it up as all the other characters, and then Knuckles shows up after it's defeated, and it's just back for no reason.
Chaos control.
A toast to our unbridled friendship. I also think this was delayed on the PS3, if I'm not mistaken. That just sounds like it rings a bell.
I mean, given that they had such a hard deadline, I'm not sure, but could have been.
Hey, I started a bonfire. Wanna come hang out?
I know it's the most obvious thing I could say, but it looks so much like a fan character.
Was that fire not supposed to be there because it was just kind of random?
Oops, I dropped my emerald because I'm a klutz.
Shadow.
Eggman's gonna come out and grab it with a little claw.
Shadow. And he doesn't have a Chaos Emerald anymore.
Agent Rouge? Report
Yeah, this took a few more months to appear on the PS3, but it wasn't like a dramatic difference.
Well,
Funny enough, if you got this game on the PS3, it should be known as Sonic 07.
I need to
Tuh.
contact E123 Omega immediately.
Why? He's just like a stupid robot that destroys everything. Why?
Well, you'll see.
Oh no. Can I ask a very dumb question?
Hey, also, we just kind of through in this level? Did we actually do the overworld and skip the overworld, or is this just the game throwing you into this level nicely for once?
Oh yeah, what?
Well, I don't think you can control like these side characters in a hub. So
Oh
maybe
yeah, that's right. She's a side character, and yeah.
I just wanted to ask a question. And
What's that?
You don't have to answer it because it's stupid. So they found Chaos Emeralds in the past, or in the future rather, and
Yeah.
then time travel with them and brought them to the past. So does that mean there are now like 9 of them?
Logically, it would. Yes.
Okay.
it's basically like the Infinity
Plot
Stone.
holes. Who knew?
Yeah, it's basically the plot for Avengers Endgame. Okay, that was easy.
Let's just take a quick visit here.
She can just hover in midair, but you know, she'd be damned if she's gonna like actually do that in game.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
She's
just
not very good in
wondering.
this game.
This is a charming little place. Hi, long time no see.
Rouge.
How many times did they use that line? Oh, well, I guess they obviously changed his voice, but
Situation understood. What would you like me to do?
Take this.
wow, they made him
and
sound
to Shadow.
way more of a dork.
Yeah.
They really tried with his animations, I guess. Or maybe they use that as an excuse not to animate him naturally.
System reactivation countdown.
And now we get Super Omega.
No.
Nice.
Spare magazines secured. Command program priority changed. New mission, Shadow support. External access no longer permitted.
I get it.
There's some like, nasty aliasing on that shadow there.
I'm
Yeah.
Because he's still in the future, so she's helping Shadow in the future.
Yeah, she's delivering it through someone who will not die because they are a robot. We're doing Futurama here.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. Yeah, that is literally Bender just waiting in the desert for 1,000 years.
So, decided to void your return ticket now, did you?
Why are you here? Did you ruin this world?
The answer's yes and no.
Damn it!
Perhaps it's
I-
better to show you.
I didn't, but I didn't help to stop it either. Don't
Yes, that's you.
His eyes is wildly just like, I'm shocked! No, I'm not. I'm shocked! No, I'm not.
What do you think happened? A search for the guilty. Who did this, you may ask?
I did ask.
Humanity wasn't just jealous of your power.
Why do they have to make him look like another damn hedgehog? Like, aren't four enough?
They use this incident as an excuse
Laziness.
to hunt you down.
Yeah.
Come with me, Shadow. Let us punish this foolish world of humanity. It's only fair to give back what was intended for you. You have every right to.
Who is this game for?
I'm just looking at his nose.
Absurd.
Like, just how
It's for
weird.
fanfiction writers.
Do it
Yeah.
alone.
You forgive humanity this folly, then?
I
They
determine
crucified him.
destiny.
I already went through my own shitty game to realize that. Fuck you,
I'm not
Black
pulling
Doom
this bullshit
2.0.
again. Ooh, I'm Crystal Lee now.
Such
That means we can
foolishness.
fight.
Very well. Let's see if you can entertain me.
What the Christ?
Don't bother to try and deceive me.
That was abrupt.
I imagine there was at one point intended to be a thicker swarm of these things, but
What is this inane bullshit?
I think we're building meter.
It doesn't matter how many of them.
What's he holding?
Oh no, it one of them is one of the little things is latched onto, but it doesn't really update based on his body. It's just attached to a specific Y point.
Oh god, this game. What?
Oh yeah.
No, that looks like a bug.
Holy shit, this explorer.
Yeah, there's another one.
Oh
Attached
no.
here. Oh my god, they should really give more fucking
Figure out the origin.
energy for these things because holy shit.
They don't like go away either, I assume.
No, it just blew up,
Oh,
so.
yeah.
As in,
and
like-
so when you use your power, he gets his
Dance, my shadows. Dance.
Oh god, how long is this gonna be?
It depends on how effective he is at actually attacking.
God.
Dance,
Well, that was half his health bar, so hopefully not too long.
So he was born of a shadow, he's called Shadow, and they're shadows. Like, okay. Oh yes, the old, we won, but you
We
didn't.
lost. Fucking miserable.
God, that's so over-designed.
Omega.
Now is designated time.
Yep.
Did he not say the word the?
Yeah, he ignored that one. Oh no.
I guess the... I was gonna say the mech gameplay, he's not looking on, he's just firing.
Yeah.
God, that voice sucks.
Yeah. And I didn't think I'd be saying that about a stiff robot voice, but
Yeah, right?
Fuck that up.
The one in Heroes is fine.
yeah, yeah. It's like that game is, you know, it has too much dialogue in it, but like that, yeah, that voice is a lot better.
How did 4Kids fuck up so much? I mean, I know it's 4Kids, but they weren't necessarily like... I don't know.
No, I mean, I went through the whole, like, One Piece thing where I was actually into that series when the 4Kids was dubbing it, and, they seemed like they were always pretty bad.
Okay.
I guess, I mean, I don't know shit about anime, but maybe they're, like, just really good at getting the contracts for these anime and games and shit.
Absolutely.
But just didn't actually spend that much. The money they had, they spent on licensing and not getting talented actors or directors. I mean, I don't want to like diss these voice actors too much, but these are pretty lousy performances, honestly. And the only 4Kids thing I ever watched was Pokemon, and the voice acting in that was pretty shitty.
Perfect mission.
No idea Omega was playable in this. No.
Hey, what? Hey, stop that.
Oh shit. It's our cue. Now we can actually move.
Just watching. Hey, stop that.
I guess the emerald wasn't all that necessary.
Fucking.
It appears Mephiles is no longer here. I will assist in pursuing him.
It's like such a wimpy robot voice, but it's such a big, like, literal frame.
Yeah.
Should like a deep robot voice, you know? I'm gonna buy some shit.
Well, that and like half of its dialogue was "I will destroy."
Sometimes being one note can.
Did that guy hit on Rouge?
I mean,
I didn't, what
probably.
did he say? I didn't catch what he said.
It was just like, there was a girl bound by the warehouse. She sure was something.
She sure wasn't human.
Hi.
Long time no see.
God damn it.
It seems like Eggman's machines are looking for you.
They're pulling out all the
What to
tricks.
do this time?
Nothing. The target is probably.
If I wasn't so lazy, I would like make a super cut of all those
What
lines.
is Eggman up to? Who is Mephiles?
I'm gonna ask him
Uh,
directly.
You just said you were looking for him. You just said he's not here.
I can handle this alone. You keep track of Mephiles.
He finally shows up again, and then he leaves before even saying hello. Well, it seems his little trip hasn't changed him.
Her voice, she sounds older than she should.
This is Rouge, GUNHQ? Yes. Pull all available.
I don't know how
data on
old
the
she's
item
supposed to be,
files
but she
and
sounds like
files for me.
a woman of 50s or 60s. I don't know.
It's a bad idea voice.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I can't believe how much this interpretation is making me appreciate her in Sonic Adventure 2. Where I thought it was like, that's the weirdest thing ever. Why did they make a character like this? And now I'm like, yeah, she was a lot better there.
This whole series is like, we get to the next game and go, wow, she'll appreciate the previous game a lot more.
I've got to stop the doctor's train.
Well, I mean, aside from Adventure 1.
Well, no,
That
yeah,
one
well,
worked in
that's the
reverse.
start of that. Yeah, well, that's the start of all this. That's the start of the Sonic cycle. That used to be a thing during this Dark Age, the Sonic cycle, which isn't really a thing anymore because we got decent games and they don't really make them as frequently as they did. Where a game would come out, a game would be announced, it would be hyped as the next big thing, Sonic's return to form, it would come out, everyone would be disappointed, and then the cycle would repeat.
I don't know who just said that. Apparently Eggman's around because I heard his voice just now.
Yeah, he's on the train. We're near the train that has Elise because question. Oh yeah, we're figuring out what Eggman's up to, so we're kind of, you know.
I just realised that's a good thing about this campaign, she's not in it. Yet.
Much.
I think she's pretty much Sonic exclusive.
Thank God.
Oh, that.
Why wouldn't I run across it? I better not just stand here randomly. I can't believe this is only 15 years since Sonic 1.
It is, however, one of the most eventful 15, like, the beginning of any
Yeah.
art, like, you know, form is always the weirdest one, you know, where everything changes so rapidly.
Yeah.
This is a weird thing where, like, Eggman gets to a stop in the tracks, and then he continues to move on as soon as you've damaged it enough.
Whatever.
I'll be able to catch up with the doctor's train ahead.
Oh, we have a Forever Runner here? Or no, okay, we have...
We don't forever run, so, that's Sonic's things, so we need a bike.
Actually, I just realised this is 14 years old, or close to it. We're very much at, like, the midpoint here.
Yeah? Wow.
We've got enough times passed between the release of this game and now, than the start of the series in this game.
What? Oh, we shot it enough, okay. I mean, a part of that is that the releases have slowed, as you said. Also,
Yeah.
Shadow over here. Shadow. This
I
way.
thought he was looking away to be angsty. I'm not sure.
I wasn't sure if that was an error or not.
Wouldn't the
So I'm
door
just gonna look
have
at when
been
Sonic
easier?
Forces was released. So Sonic Forces is
What do you want now?
it'll be 3 years old this year.
Who is Methodist? And why are
Later
you trying
this year,
to
yeah.
capture him?
If you want to
November
know,
according
you
to
should
this.
go find him yourself.
Wait, he's trying to capture.
But
Huh?
here's a hint. It's all linked to the Soliana disaster 10 years ago.
The Solaris Project.
Don't look into his eyes.
Indeed.
You look into the eyes, and it's too real. Ah!
You must bring him to me. Then I'll tell you the truth about Solaris.
You're working for me now, apparently.
Look at that crease in his sleeve.
I knew it.
Well,
Oh,
speak
no.
too soon.
Return.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. I remember this part.
No!
You again. This time, there will be no more interruptions.
Speaking of dorky voices,
Trigger must
What?
die.
Sonic.
he dodged it.
Yeah, yes?
It's no use.
Elise!
Crap.
It's time to end this.
Can I be honest? I'm not following the plot at all.
I was gonna say, there's a lot going on in this plot for how just dumb it is.
Uh, Eggman's interested in what happened 10 years ago. It's pretty cagey. But, like, since he's interested in the Solaris Project and the infinite power for, you know, ruling the world, because infinite power.
Don't get in my way.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind some Infinite Power myself, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It'd be
And
pretty good.
here, Shadow doesn't have very many answers right now. So there's lots of questions, no answers, so it's inevitable that you kind of lost the plot because, you know, we haven't really learned anything. Most of it is just getting us back to the present.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Can I just say, I love it whenever he gets hit, because it's just like, oh, I fell on my bum. Oh my god.
You like trip
So-
him, even though he's like floating telekinetically.
It's like a toddler falling over.
But where did? Oh, there he is.
I forget
just
if he
watching
can
it get
still
hit.
just grab you in this one or not.
Oh!
I mean, it might be, given how wide a berth we're giving him.
Can I point out, only 5 lives, so yeah, lives have been lost.
I don't think this player likes that person very much.
Yeah, that might have been a real... I guess that's why the wide berth was given. We kind of just stayed along until we heard him, you know, telekinetically and leaving his thing, so he's just wide open.
Right.
And then we take our strike.
Chaos control.
He's just
Oh
trying to
yeah,
punch
this
him.
is so funny. Oh, I remembered this as soon as it came out. I'm like, oh god, this was great.
Telekinesis isn't working. I'll try punching him.
Father, with the Chaos Emerald's power, I control time and space. You can't break free.
Which is the thing I do whenever the plot requires it.
It all depends on me. Can't lose. Not when I'm so close.
What a nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, can you give me a pep talk?
Chaos control.
Why do they keep doing this toast thing with the emeralds?
That was supposed to be an accidental chaos control.
I won't let anyone
But it
get in
looks
my
so
way.
choreographed,
I'll change the
it
past
makes no
and save
sense.
the world.
Where did he store it again? It's a
Methodist
reoccurring
isn't
thing.
trying to help you create a better future. He's trying to eliminate the past.
What?
Uh,
What are you talking about?
You mean a guy named Mephiles might be evil? Whoa.
Oh god, we're gonna have to watch this idiot get duped.
Yep.
Oh Jesus.
By a guy with no mouth named Mephiles and those weird eyes.
Oh fucking hell.
I mean, we've actually already
Wait.
seen it, but
Yeah, well.
we could see it
Pre-rendered.
again.
This looks pre-rendered.
It is.
Yeah. So that compression.
Okay, so we've traveled back 10 years.
My lord, it's too late! We've got to take shelter! Why so loud? Why do you refuse to listen to my voice? Elise!
What the fuck? Sonic the Hedgehog. Maria.
Hey, buddy, wake up.
Well, I've tried everything.
Flame, it's Iblis! And the Black Shadow is the original Mephiles.
That's Mephiles? They're escaping!
We'll have to split up. I'll pursue Mephiles.
Okay, then leave Iblis to me.
Oh, so that's when he's gonna fight Iblis, isn't it?
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think he uses this particular form of Iblis. I don't think we actually fight that particular volcano Iblis again. Because I mean, we're not near a volcano.
I'm sure they make some bullshit over there too, though.
Did you escape? It looks like
Oh, here's the lava room of this lab.
Yeah. Welcome back to Phantasy Star.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the extra pause after every homing attack is just killing me.
Oh yeah.
There's never a bike here.
This is even really an area suited for a bike.
No. It's one of the scientists, he likes to ride right into the lab.
You know, that guy. That idiot co-worker.
I'm part of a motorcycle club.
Are we just like defeating waves enemies to get like a spring?
Yeah. Yeah. Some of them are purple now, which means they're tougher.
That
AKA
means they're full of poison.
I remember at some
We
point
just
somebody
whiffed all those attacks.
somebody at
whiffed
some
all
point
those
made
small
a reference to the fact that this game is better than Shadow the Hedgehog because it's not as boring.
Yeah, no, I was literally about to say that. I'm getting flashbacks given that it's Shadow, it's repetitive, and he's in a lab.
Yeah.
Well, let me
Yeah.
put it this way. You can't miss an item and then spend the entire thing searching for it. Like 30 minutes searching the entire level for it.
I don't want to sound like the part of the Sonic 06 Defense League, but at least it's like not as aesthetically as tiresome, like those browns and greys. But oh Jesus Christ, this is boring. Oh my god, just end it. You know what? If I was playing this, I wouldn't even assume that was counting. I'd feel like once like the fifth enemy had spawned, like, oh, that's not what I'm supposed to do, and I'd probably end up trying something else. Who just shouted no?
Shadow, I think he died.
I'll go ahead. No, I want to follow.
And once again, it's kind of presented in the order Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, and Silver's like the most complicated character to use, but we have to play him with basically no help in both these other sections. No tutorial. And this is kind of a taste of Silver combat. Look at it. Look at its
like
fury.
shit.
I remember saying the phrase, I hate this game, when watching the video game Shadow the Hedgehog. I don't know how much more or less I hate this game, but the point is that I hate both of them, and wow.
Let's put that little bit there, you just go past, whatever.
Silver, let's split up and chase
They're trying to make it seem like they're running after two different things at the same time, but they're both in
Yeah,
these
right?
constrained hallways.
Together.
Yeah.
And even when he says, I'll go ahead, he decides to follow and keep killing himself.
Did that room even need a Psychic Hedgehog? That looked like a room Shadow could have done.
Oh, I'm sure he could have. It's just they had a quota to meet, I guess.
Yeah. Nice floating health bar, I love it.
The fact that these enemies can go away, like they can like
What is
hide.
that?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why are they even here? Like, they're clearly through Crisis City.
You know,
Well,
they're-
they're Iblis things, and Iblis just
Oh.
broke out, so, you know.
Okay, that's fair.
yeah, but they're also like digging through the ground, which is just steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right, no, we're shrinking for Shadow.
Yeah, no shrinking past this.
Everyone knows that Sonic the Hedgehog's thing, shrinking to fight infinitely. That's what Sonic's known for.
I wonder why he doesn't have that as his down B in Smash.
Where's all the Sonic merchandise of him being tiny and flying through the air? I want that on a shirt. Remind of Spin Dash or whatever. Like, that's my favorite part of Sonic. Really flipped.
I would no lie love a shirt that was just that.
Then you'd have to explain it to anyone who asked.
Oh my god, you're destroying so many things. Oh
So
my
yeah, the
god,
frame
this
rate.
game is dying.
I just realized this is 60 FPS. Like, that's what they're targeting.
This is 60 FPS on occasion.
Well, to be fair,
can be
this one
60
down here
FPS.
isn't quite as omnipresent as some horrible examples I've seen.
No, I mean, yeah, it's not the worst frame dipping I've seen, but
It's kind of funny they went for 60 though with this level of incompetence. It's cute. They tried.
Well, I mean, they had 60 in all the previous games. At least
Yeah.
once they hit the GameCube era, so yeah.
No, good than that.
And it is, you know, gotta go fast the Hedgehog.
I'm red now.
This is my new OC.
I think some of these are those upgrades we purchased, but yeah.
The way the camera cut as well just looked like the video was cut.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, perfect.
The guy actually cut out a loading screen to show the score.
Ew, icky.
Chaos control.
Drink it.
What the fuck?
Stop.
Alright, honestly, I'm getting sick of how, like, literally everything Shadow does is chaos control. Like, it's not like he does an established thing, it's just anything he does. It's chaos. I can teleport and travel through time and make a thing float.
Yeah, and this is sort
Pretty
of a
ill-defined,
time
yeah.
travel thing where, like, when we met Mephiles, he knew us, but we didn't know him because later on we time travel to the past and imprison him, which is his first time meeting us, but we know about him. Time travel.
It's kind of emblematic of the game Shadow the Hedgehog, because this is just... It's not as funny bad as the Sonic campaign.
Yeah.
At least I could laugh at the at least.
And then, like, so the whole reason we got... Well,
Did you do it?
Yes.
Did you do it?
Yes.
I just got this random
Veins are
kid.
properly sealed.
It's Elise.
Done.
You don't know that though. He's an idiot. He's gonna sacrifice her to get back
to
to
this
the future.
tree.
Her and her plastic face.
Yeah, why is Dollface in this game?
Seems a good
Punch this into her heart.
Yeah, you should have this.
You're going to leave it behind?
Yes. I already know what becomes of it in the future.
I don't want to
Trying to
create a
return.
time paradox. That would be bad.
Yes, of course. Chaos control!
Chaos Control's so ill-defined even after the number
Yeah.
of games it's been in.
I mean, it warps time and space, so you freeze
Sure.
things with it. And
It does whatever the
I
plot
with
needs it
it.
to.
Yeah. I mean, there is some kind of consistency, but it's
I know. I'm
pretty
not,
big,
expect-
yeah.
I'm not expecting this to be like Star Trek where everything's
Yeah.
like has an encyclopedia, but you know.
Back sooner than
Yeah.
expected. Omega.
Time travel and be back whenever I want.
So, where's the kid? What did you find 10 years ago?
Also, long time no see.
UN's database.
It's like Chaos Control is like space and time. Like, okay, what did he use it for in the thing where he sealed the guy in the
Answered my question.
scepter?
I think he froze him like he froze froze the Silver. Froze him in
Oh.
time.
Oh,
And then he used the scepter to like actually seal him. Also, time
Laura
for an
Croft needs
escort
help.
mission.
Lara Croft needs help.
Yeah, Laura Croft needs help. We need to escort Laura Croft.
They called it GUN again, and I'm
Yeah.
just blanking here. Is that how they said "gun" out loud in Adventure 2, or?
I don't think they ever said "gun" out loud in Adventure 2.
Okay, so it's GUN.
Yeah, it's GUN.
Sure.
yeah, I'm trying to remember. I don't think they actually said it out loud.
Great Union Nation.
Well, I mean, that's pretty much just like the US to like make some weird acronym. Oh yeah, that's like a glitch to spawn the last part of this section early to kill those guys, so you don't have to do the entire escort mission. I remember that from a speed run.
Wow.
Because normally you go in a big fucking damn loop through the entire place.
Well, I mean, Fio's safe, so that's alright.
Yeah.
I'm here. Kind of reminds me of Julia as well.
Not even a
Yeah.
challenge.
Yeah, but we're asking Fio about the Scepter of Darkness so we can get a new Scepter of Darkness to seal it again. Because the old Scepter of Darkness is also full of him, and we don't want to make it full of two hymns. I don't know if we can put two hymns in one scepter. I mean, you know, that's just silly.
I feel like time travel is a thing you introduce into a plot if you're like very careful with your writing.
Oh,
And-
Also, if you're
Absolute.
desperate as well.
No, I just mean like when you actually write it, it's something that either you take very good care of what you're writing with it, or you just do this, where you're just like,
Yeah.
you're just back and just there's two of them.
Time travel is one of the most dangerous things you can put in your work of fiction.
God, like this would be way too ambitious for these developers. But can you imagine like a time travel plot? I just almost described Sonic Generations, which I guess is a time travel plot. I was just gonna say if they actually incorporated plot elements from like Adventure 1 and 2 in this.
The key just appeared when we lit those torches. It just fucking appeared there.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously, when you light the torches around a fountain with your lightning powers that makes purple flames, it'll make a scepter spawn, because fuck you.
That was pretty much... We had a level, but we couldn't finish a level, so, there you go.
Yeah.
But can you imagine that if it's plot?
Volcano, Wind Waker, Volcano, and, Ice area.
Oh,
yeah. Just her dying in the background. Oh.
That's the best part of this game.
I don't know what's funny, the fact that the AI can die in these hub worlds, or the fact that they die so regularly and so often.
Probably the latter.
I think it all adds together, like the fact that they really don't even need to be there. Like, you could just assume that they're following you.
So remember this? Now we're blowing shit up.
So you're gonna have to do the whale thing as well.
He blows up the whale with like harpoons and shit.
Use the whales.
What is that
Gotta
twitching
nuke
object?
something.
Oh, it's like a... I don't know what you
Use a
call
cloth or something, I don't know.
What twitching object? Where?
There's something sticking out of the back of the hang glider that... It's just like vibrating at like miles per hour.
I think it's like a not like a scarf, but it looks like a ribbon or something, like some piece of fabric.
Oh, yeah.
But it's not going that fast to make it vibrate like that.
Yeah, no. It's like, it's straight too, so I thought it was like a pole.
Oh, maybe it is. I thought it was...
I'm not a hang glider scientist.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what what it can be or what it's supposed to do and why it's moving that fast, but it looks wrong.
It's another like thing about this game being rushed and like incomplete. It's just like, hey, that looks wrong. Just take it out. It doesn't add anything. Sometimes, like, if you either can fix something or you just outright move it, like, just take it out. When do you even get this thing?
Oh, hi.
What? Can you only drive vehicles like a his color scheme?
I just realized there's two Omegas now, too. Just pointing that out, there's, this is one that came from the future.
Yeah.
So there's two of him now, just because.
Yeah. I mean, that's... Like...
What? Wait,
That's
what?
almost more...
Oh,
What
God.
What was that?
Wow, that was weird.
That was Springs not being accommodated for Omega's huge-ass hitbox, because he's a big boy.
No, I just want to point out there was a rock floating above that spring, and that stopped him briefly. Just a random rock was just floating atop that spring.
I blame physics.
Ugh.
I can't wait till Omega grabs the back of that whale.
You know, in terms of like, as someone who's like an old school Sonic fan, I find like the tonal order of these levels to be really weird. You know, like this quite sunny stage, very much a level 1 in a normal Sonic game.
Well,
it's like one of the later stages in this campaign. I know, plot wise it makes sense. I just find it weird.
Well,
It's
yeah,
just me.
it's just the it's like Sonic Adventure 1. The level order is designed for Sonic's area, and then everyone else is kind of second. and it's just a little weird.
Yeah, because I find it weird that like that sort of the dark industrial levels came before this, and then we've got, you know, we're reaching the end of the campaign. Here's a nice sunny beach level. Like, huh?
Like, it's not even that you're, you know, used to older Sonic games. It's that, you know, that's the level design. You know, that's how
It's just a tone, isn't it?
settings progress in video games in general.
Yeah.
Those enemies seem more guarded to defeat that first.
You expect something a bit like towards the end of the game is when it gets more challenging. You expect more ominous things, you know.
Yeah.
Not
So, I mean, this level is more challenging. There's a lot more enemies in there. There
Yeah.
was some like traps on the things, but yeah, it's tonally weird. But not, in a very different way than the rest of the game is totally weird.
Yeah.
Wait, did we just bounce off the checkpoint?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Here we go again. Ugh.
I was trying to imagine like a Mario game where the last world is a grassland.
Why did that blow up?
Now you
boxes
now
are
you
like
can
that.
create it in Mario
Yeah,
Maker.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's an actual thing you can do now.
We're comparing this to fun games. Oh good, the thing's black and red, I can drive it. Oh god, the pop in.
Yeah. What?
That's not right.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2006. That's not right.
It's... Okay, that's a random place to put it. It's like the...
Not even a challenge.
Right. It's like the assets are pretty high quality, but like the technical side of it's a mess. You know, with the
Yeah.
pop-in and the frame rate. But I can't fault the actual assets. Like in screenshots, I said before, this looks alright.
The assets is the
Fools who were
relatively easy
created to
part.
Stop Shadow, the ultimate life form. Don't tell me you didn't know. You may have been programmed by humanity, but what you did to Shadow
I'm pretty sure it's
in the future,
programmed by Eggman.
that was your...
Good job trying to reason with a robot.
If that wasn't like, you know, so awkwardly paced, that would be kind of funny. Where he's just like, Mephiles trying to be Mephiles, and then he's just like, "Shut the fuck up," and pulls out the
Yeah.
gun.
Yeah.
That's like a magical kind of villain. But he's never like seen a robot before. So he tries to like use his power of persuasion. It's like Emperor Palpatine.
Yeah.
Like trying to like turn him to the dark side, and then he's just like, "No, I'm a robot. I don't give a shit."
The one that defeats and seals you in the future is me.
Oh, that voice.
What?
Why do we care?
I mean, it's a robot. Like that's not. It's not like, oh, you betrayed me. It's like, well, it's a fucking robot, of course.
It's so unfair. Shadow's always here to defend the world. Despite that,
I don't know. His history's a little spotty.
When something or someone is seen as too powerful, it is seen as a threat.
Can I just point out
Oh.
that, like, everything we just did as Shadow was for, I don't think, any reason other than to get him into this cutscene.
I was just gonna say that he just described like a really good season of Justice League.
Shadow? Even if you believe everyone in the world will be against you, know that I'll always remain by your side. Remember,
Who are you talking to?
Shadow.
No, so she's talking to Omega because
I will.
That might have been okay if it were not directed like that.
Voice acted like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, now.
Uh,
Okay.
Whoa, Jesus Christ!
Yeah. So There were probably like 30 loading screens in there,
Yeah.
but probably not any context.
I couldn't tell if that was like a citizen being like scared, or if that was just like Rouge falling off into the river again.
I don't think she's here. Oh no, she is here. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Looks like Team Dark coming back, baby. Quick! I can take care of these enemies. Switch to power formation. Oh, you can't. Shit.
And now the remix for this machine. That's the Team Dark theme Sonic Heroes. I remember it for some reason.
Look, Mephiles' henchman. I will destroy
Look at
them
all
all.
those, look at all those Iblis lava thingies.
They're pulling out all the tricks.
Long time no see, Mephiles.
They're pulling out all the tricks. What's he collecting from them?
They're little things, they're meter charge.
Oh, I never noticed that until now.
Yeah, Sonic had them too.
Oh god, the people have life bars. They can die.
Yeah.
Oh no, the gatekeeper.
Oh yeah, we had a whole thing with the Gatekeeper with Sonic stories, so...
What are you doing, Omega?
I
Like
love...
limbering up.
Yeah.
It robot stretches.
I mean, I kind of like it, even though it makes no sense. But it's like a weird detail that this game is kind of short on, you know? Just like details.
Oh, we've got to use this stage.
Yeah.
Mephiles appears to have headed for those ruins.
Those.
He's probably looking for the Chaos Emerald that's supposed to be there.
There's no doubt in my mind. His movement shows he's seeking any Chaos Emerald he can find. Supposedly, he needs one in order to join with Iblis again.
Where'd you get that idea from?
I will seal him before that.
Because emeralds can do anything.
He just kind of knows that emeralds can do anything and is just gonna roll with that at that point.
Yeah, I mean...
Although then again, the question is, joining with Iblis again? How do we know that's his goal?
I have noticed that the this player will avoid those tutorial things if possible. But the ruins are moving by themselves.
So, here's a really boring slalom course.
Right? What happens if you don't follow that?
You just wander around aimlessly in the desert, I guess?
Oh, okay. It just really looks like a solemn, so...
Maybe you just die.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of imagining. Some bullshit, it would just explode. I think I'm just too used to like Sonic 3 and Knuckles and Sonic Mania, just the way in these games they reuse levels, but the order is completely different.
It's just a bit further.
Well, they don't really reuse levels. They encourage you to play again by making the levels very expansive and giving you a lot of different characters to play as.
True.
It's done very, very well, whereas this is done very, very poorly. Although this is new, I think.
Yeah, this is new. Which probably means we'll be seeing it in Silver's area. I mean...
That's the thing. Old games, like, encourage replayability. This forces it in a really, really strained way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they've all been going
They had that
well,
sense of adventure, but, like, the characters were a bit more different in game style. So it
I think
did.
Sonic Heroes and Shadow were the two worst offenders in that regard,
Yeah.
forcing you to repeat levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? That camera snap.
Also,
That literally
he
went upside
restarted
down.
Yeah.
It's a shame he doesn't have friends that he can punch them with.
That's what friends are for. I have no idea if we just teased that area or not.
I think so. He avoided those platforms before. But there were platforms coming out. And you're just like, yeah, whatever.
Omega's done it. Let's move on.
He pushed the button. Hooray. The extra characters are the worst part of this game. Well, I hesitate to say worst part of this game.
They are
But they're not a good part of this game.
Yeah, they are a bad part of this game, in a game full of bad parts. Oh, this is back? Jeez.
Yep.
Oh, forgot about that.
I like how in Adventure 2, where they, it felt a little more natural, like how you would time that, like they kind of show the little red swipe, like as you're swinging to give you, like, the pace of it, whereas now they just show you a big fucking meter, and it's like, alright, hit it here, dummy.
Yeah. That's something that specifically cropped up along Sonic Heroes and hasn't stopped, is excessive tutorializing.
I mean, the adventure games had it to an extent, it just, they didn't force it as much. Because, Omochao is a thing.
Yeah, but at the same time, I feel like they didn't, like, repeat things all over the place.
That's true, yeah. Like, once you got it, you know?
Yeah.
It never got, like, a reforced tutorial. Like, here's Omochao again to tell you, like, oh, by the way, idiot, this is how you grind.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, obviously, at the start of each campaign, it would do that, but, you know.
Right, yeah.
Can't fall off here, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. Like, you would never need Omochao to tell you in level 7, by the way, you don't want to fall. You're gonna die.
I love how he does that pause for the combo attack, even on things like capsules.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should, like, the pause just shouldn't be. If it dies, then there just shouldn't be a pause there.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yes.
If it can, but if it's actually worth comboing, then you should stop. But otherwise, no, just let them bounce off. Love the somber music after the stage win.
Mephiles!
Considering how much we're cutting out, this is pretty long.
You sooner. As you must know, you're already too late. But there's still time for you to change your mind. Join me, Shadow. Let us teach this world a lesson and rewrite the future.
Don't try to deceive
What?
me.
What?
You have no desire for revenge. You only crave destruction. Your only lust is to fuel Iblis until there is nothing left of time itself.
It's a pity, Shadow the Hedgehog. Truly a shame that you wish to go against me.
Why is Iblis such a big threat? He didn't seem that threatening in that boss fight. Taking this is Shadow's final boss.
Regret
So,
this,
I can hope so.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
I
Mephiles, I won't let you escape.
think...
you have to jump on his horn and then guide him into the wall. Rouge and Omega actually doing stuff. No.
They're making clop clop robot sounds. That's important.
We put this guy's dialogue nightmare.
Hey, hey, hey!
I kind of heard it as that when I saw the subtitle. Hey, hey, hey. Oh god. The 360 can't take it.
The ground texture, like, there's basically no reaction from the ground texture to anybody thinking they're doing, even though it's this weird shadow goop things. It's basically just a floor.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of like in that lab level with the volcanic creatures coming out the ground, like that was lazy. They sort of tried here, but not really. This kind of reminds me of the
Oh, bye.
final.
Oh
there
yeah,
you
it's
go.
part of the boss fight. Once you get your meter, you can dispel the shadows using red mode. His famous power, red mode.
Yeah, oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Berserker point. He gets like
Berserker Rage.
he does a lot more damage with his punches now.
Do you remember his Shadow Super Weapon X?
Oh yeah, this is his X Factor.
Yeah. Oh no, he's brought back
Almost one-cycled him.
he brought back that goo from Tekken Tag 2.
Oh, he did, yeah. Unknown's gonna pop out.
This is nice and all, but can you give me an attack I can build meter off of? Sometime in the next century?
I'm going to drown in darkness. Bye.
I'm going to the sunken place. Bye. Oh no, it's the frame-killing laser.
Yeah, now they're shooting 7 lasers. Remember how much this guy lagged? Now let's put like 7 of them at once.
Jesus.
My favorite part of any video game is when I ask myself the question, when is this going to be over?
Yeah. It's annoying as well because he could have almost done it in one cycle, but look how much health he has.
Yeah.
I almost wonder if it actually is possible one cycle, or just kind of.
I am in.
I mean, this guy seems pretty good at the game.
Yes.
I am invincible. Yes, you are.
Guess that was all right.
Are they gonna like butcher? They're gonna play that butchered version of the Sonic 2 ending over Shadow's
Oh, it's gonna
Birds.
be all hail Shadow.
Oh,
I'm melty you.
What a world! What a world!
Get back in the bag.
Time to resurrect him.
It's destroyed.
IT's destroyed.
Oh my god! They can't even like delete a space in the subtitles.
Your shadow in the past.
Yeah, the eye, the one that was like separated by a space.
What 10 years ago no longer does.
Oh no,
Infinity-
the 2 Chaos Emeralds. The Infinity Stones. Infinity.
You must
Pretty sure the antagonist of Sonic Force is called Infinite, I think.
I hate that
yeah.
the way its mouth is moving when it's talking. That frustrates and upsets me.
It's futile. The world will betray you. Why fight at all? Why risk your life for those who will personally...
Yeah, that just looks stupid.
It looks like they use the morph tool.
Chooses to become my enemy. I will fight like I always have.
Oh no, he's getting rid of his rings.
It's weighted up. It's weighted clothing. Would have liked it if I could have done that earlier. Why didn't you do that sooner, you idiot?
That's the end of that.
Okay.
Also, Princess Elise gets top billing for that.
Yeah, I was...
Well, you don't rewrite the order of the credits for...
Well, I mean, regardless, she's still top billed.
What?
There you go. Got what you wanted.
I'm still stuck on the rings thing. It's like they just threw that in at the last second. Oh, by the way, if he takes these off, he's stronger?
I think they're like inhibitor rings or some shit. Because it's too powerful otherwise. Yeah, no, I never got that as a plot device.
I mean, they just made it up on the fly right there.
Wow.
I don't feel as violated by this as we when we finish the Sonic campaign. Well, it might just be me not really giving a shit about Shadow.
Oh, that fire was
I
really
think
supposed to be
that's
there.
You, like,
Okay, that perspective thing just makes him look like he's really big.
yeah. Well, it's also that, and then Shadow was never like part of like the classic style, so you know, this isn't a tone shift for Shadow.
Shadow has always sucked.
Yeah. And yet he's still like the least he's not the shittiest hedgehog in this game.
This game has 5 of them if you count Mephiles, who just looks like another one. Amy was in like one cutscene.
Oh yeah. So I've got this thing, right? It's just a me thing where I don't really hear lyrics. Like, I actually have to concentrate to listen to them.
Yeah.
So I'm just doing that every so often with this, and I'm just like, wait, what? Black is white and white is
White
black?
is black,
What does that
wrong
mean?
is wrong, right is wrong, and wrong is right, obviously.
This is why I tune lyrics out usually, just listen, enjoy the melodies, because what?
I think
What?
I think one of the lyrics is hating everything that is not your friend.
He's friends with everyone! Because everyone's my friend. He just sucks. Shadow just sucks.
Oh yeah, obliterating everything that's not your friend. Shadow was okay in 2.
Yeah, no, whenever they had like an open closed story for that, it was a weird execution, but like at the end of the day, it wasn't that offensive.
Yeah, I guess.
And
It's when,
hopefully it gets back to like when he was in after this. It gets back to when he was like in Heroes, where he was just kind of a dork, in a good way, sort of.
oh yeah. I liked them in Heroes a bit. There's some fun stuff they did there. In his world.
Here we are.
Can I stand another 2 hours of this stupid game? Assuming, is that it, or is there...
Too far in. Too far in.
God, there's another 40 minutes after Silver Story. Fuck.
Yep. That's where everything comes together in one giant fucking fart.
That really shouldn't have been surprising to me, but I just genuinely hoped it wasn't true. It's like every other one of these 3D Sonic games did it, but it just... I feel like they would have just run out of money. It's like, by the way, the ending is that, I don't know, it's fine. At least it's fine.
We literally had a cliffhanger for this ending.
I'm dreading the Wii games because I don't even have like. I guess I'm a little curious about them, but at least this is more significant, you know? I don't know a thing about the Wii games.
They're not this. This is,
that
I
mean?
think, the last gasp of taking things way too seriously.
Yeah.
Except maybe Sonic Forces. I don't know much about Sonic Forces. It might get Balp its ass again, but this is... We are not going to get this shit for quite a while.
Well, I meant more like just how much I'm even interested to watch it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean...
This has got like the history behind it, you know, it's infamous, so it's kind of nice to see it and put it onto some context, but something like Black Knight, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I suppose it's going into an unknown.
I
And then
would
there's
say
something-
Secret Rings will basically be us talking about the Wii, which should be interesting.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I get behind
Very interesting. Life's an open book. Compromise does not exist.
God, Sonic Unleashed is going to be like... The daytime levels are going to be like, oh, this seems alright, and then the nighttime levels are just going to be like, I can see it coming.
it. Yeah.
1999 to 2006. Havoc was 99? Jeez.
Let's see, what was the first...
Yeah, was it like Jurassic Park Trespasser? Was that Havoc?
Might have been. It sounds like something Trespasser would do. It was pretty ambitious as
Yeah.
hell. Tabatabe.
It's going to end soon.
Can't stop now.
Oh, I can,
Rock
and I
and
will,
roll.
motherfucker.
You can't stop now.
Can't. Just watch me.
We hate it, but we love it.
I don't love this.
I love
We
to
love
hate
talking
it.
about it.